Is it recording? Okay. Hello.
Hi Garrett, how are
Hi.
you doing?
How are you,
Good,
Jared?
yeah. How was your weekend?
It was good. It was good.
It was
How
good.
Yours?
Oh, not bad. Got out of the house, went down to Kansas City for the weekend, so that was nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, we should probably just jump right into this, go over these assessments that we have that we just got back. If you want to start, I don't know, what was your grade level expectation for this one?
So I was testing the students over writing opinion text.
All right, and I had identifying political, economic, and social causes and consequences of the Great Depression. So
Nice.
what were your I can statements with that?
I was hoping the students could define opinion, identify what a fact and what an opinion is,
Right.
explain the topic and why it's an opinion statement, and then being able to create their own opinion text.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I had I can identify what the Great Depression was just as a whole. I can recall what led up to the Great Depression. I can identify specific issues that helped in causing the Great Depression, and I can analyze the effects and consequences the Great Depression had on American lives.
Nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, really, that's what we tested on. Just jumping right into that. The statistics we had from that obviously was a pretest. Didn't come back great, but just shows us what we can work on. Total with the two of us in one assessment, we had only 10% of students that were in a group that was proficient and higher, which left 90% that were not in that group. And only 2 that we have right now that could likely be proficient by the end of instruction. So there's a lot of work to do, but I think we can get it done.
Definitely.
And moving off from that, so just different strengths and weaknesses, I feel like, with this specific assessment that caused those low scores. It was hard. Like, there was a limited time for the students to answer these questions. I feel like we had some students, like Marie, for example, she was answering all her questions correctly. It was just at the end, like the essay question was worth 20 points. She didn't even start because she didn't have enough time, and obviously that's a lot of points, so it just really hurt her grade on that. And I feel like with more time, the students could all as a whole do better.
I saw that with Marie's test because she only missed the one. Was it the matching? She only missed one matching. Everything else was good, and then it just seemed like she ran out of time when she got to the short answer in the essay question. But doing on strengths, though, they definitely know what an opinion is. Strongly found it in the multiple choice question. Definitely knew what the facts and the opinion was in that statement.
Awesome. Yeah. For mine, they definitely were able to describe outcomes of the Great Depression. They had a really good grasp on that, and they knew some basic facts going into it of just the timeline of the Great Depression, like who presidents were, things like that.
Something that we probably need to work on is the differences between facts and opinions. When they got to the essay question, they could identify a fact and an opinion, but when it came to how are they a fact and opinion, it was more of just like because this is true and this is false.
Right.
I was sort of looking for more, and maybe I didn't hit that as much in my lessons, but I was looking for more of like, this is a subjective statement, this is something else, universal.
Yeah, for me specifically, I would say dates are a big thing, and dates are always tricky for everyone. We had a few students that Stephen, Aria, Gary, they were struggling with the dates of the Great Depression, so might have to get a little study group going, maybe pair them up to try to work together to work on that and get that down, because that was probably the biggest thing for my learning targets specifically that they struggled with.
Something positive, though, strength, being able to turn facts or fact statements into opinion statements. Some a little more appropriate than others, with the one that you probably saw saying the Bearcats suck.
Yes.
How it's still an opinion statement,
Yeah.
but probably just need to hit on make more appropriate statements
Exactly,
when
yeah,
going through their exams.
Exactly. Yeah, and just as a whole, I mean, for both of us, I feel like that assessment, students did really well on the matching and multiple choice questions, which again, since we were talking about earlier how the test we might have needed to expand the time a little bit more. Those questions are obviously questions the students can fill out fast, whereas the essay, you need more time. So it just makes sense that that's what they were good with. Anyway, so moving on from that, I think we can create a SMART goal for how we want to attack this unit and work towards the next test, the retest for this. Right now, we're both at 10% proficient or higher for the class. I think 85% is a good goal. If we get 85% of the students up to that by the end of March, stay on an assessment retake on March 29th.
Especially with what we know now,
Yes.
we know what to hit on. I think there's only like a few things that need to be touched upon, so it's not necessarily like we have to go back and restart the whole lesson. So that's going to be good going forward.
Yeah.
But definitely not an 80, not a 90. Right.
Exactly, just right there, that 85. Yeah, we'll just get students together. Obviously, we have all their assessments. We can see what they struggled on and just kind of do that one-on-one, try to pair students up that are struggling with the same thing, see if they can work together to try to figure out their issues and reach this goal. Yeah, so I think that pretty much covers most of it. Obviously, just want to go over once again how important these meetings are for just being able to not just give an assessment and see the scores and move on from that, but really diving in to see what students are understanding and how you can try to increase that understanding and better it.
Also, being able to just sit and talk with you like another educator,
Right.
Bouncing ideas off, because you may also have an idea for me on how to go about the differences between facts and opinions that I may not have even thought of.
Yeah, just two heads on it
Yeah.
makes all the difference. Awesome. Well, I think that's it for now. We can meet another time later if we have more comments on this, but I think we've gone over enough and set down a good foundation that we can move from this and try to increase these scores. Awesome.
I look forward to seeing you March 29th
March
after those
29th.
exams.
All right, you have a good one.
You too.
Bye-bye.
How do you stop it?